Hello and welcome to Santa's Secret. This is another little indie game that I'm going to be checking out. All I know is that it's a cyberpunk noir visual novel type game. So, yeah, let's start a new game. Well, that's a great start to the game. Very good, dig guy. And at Christmas time too. Like the guy's little animatic face. Yeah, that was a nice little intro. I really like the music. It's really nice and calming, considering there's been a murder that happened. Another night, another empty inbox. Police wire rattles or petty theft after petty theft. Drunken disturbances, faulty old droids, even a cat in a tree. Lying for an android detective, one and only, many more, in more ways than one. Detective Steele, you in there? Come on, let me in. Enter. Finally, what took you so long? And your name is? Bianca 14. I need your help. That's what you do, no? Help people? There she stood, Bianca 14, human girl, approximately 16, projecting confidence and determination, clearly resourceful yet clearly in need. Need to talk to her, figure out what she wants, weigh the right approach. Loading interrogation identities. There's a nice little face, I like it. Do I go to Logican route? Logical. Pure analysis and deduction. Homicide. Yeah, that word, way. But would the conversationless route work best? And unamusing, disarming, underestimated. Or perhaps the slick, hardball direct, no nonsense. Hey, listening to me? It's my dad, Freddy. He's gone missing. Have you gone to the authorities? The cops have no time for me and my dad. Told me to wait till he comes home from whatever bender he's on. Perhaps they're right. Look, my dad's been down on his luck since his boxing days, but he's no drunk. He's been out a lot lately. He won't tell me where, but I'm curious. Why come to me? Organics aren't so keen on taking their cases. Organics? Synthetics? I don't care. My dad is missing. Besides, one story is that you were trained by Forrest Kane. Forrest Kane, that name. Ow, my ears. Circuitry burns like fire, I imagine. So hot that the intricate system feeding information through my body go numb. What is this? Fleetingly, I lose sense of the world around me. Flashes of images, lines of code, all rush through me at once. Nowhere and everywhere. Everything I know, have known, have forgotten, fills my synthetic frame. Must be glitching, somehow. Then I see his face, angular, laugh lines at the corner of his mouth. Tangled silver hair and horn-rimmed glasses that magnify deep, kind eyes. Eyes that listened as much as they saw. Forrest Kane. But he's not here. Can't be. Kane disappeared from this world long ago. Powerful as my predecessor may be, could never reconcile that dissonance. Kane, gone from the world but present in my mind. After some time, did the only thing that made sense. Cleared my cache and locked him away. Every memory I had of him, corrupted and buried. Yet, here he is, back to haunt me. Breaking free of his prison, just as I'm tasked with finding another missing person. Not sure I can handle that. Kinda takes the seriousness out of all of it with that little unhappy face. Not yet. Got to get a grip. And hopefully never hear that name again. Cause otherwise it's going to send me through another loop again, and we need to keep our head clear for the case. Then you should know that I'm not the guy for the job. Basil, please. I don't know where else to go. Scram, kid. Saying the rumors are true? They just deprecated goods? Little intel? Yeah, well, they say the same stuff about my dad. That he's a loser, deadbeat. But it ain't true. Here's my info. My dad's been known to hang out at the Silver Cat a lot. If anyone knows anything, that would be a good place to start. You done feeling sorry for yourself? Yeah. Oof. Right in the feels. Although I'm an android, so I shouldn't be feeling. Unless I am an android from Detroit become human. Try to ease back into the old routine, but Bianca's words keep percolating to the top of my sack. Silver Cat, huh? I know the joint. The hell? I could use some... what the hell? I could use some jazz to clear my mind. Need a small loan. Oh, the nice music is back again. Moving out into the Silver Cat, it just sways and stutters all around me. It's been too long. Just true work follows no rules, no formula, no set pattern. Lack of synchro pattern is oddly moving. Enough to make a man cry, I'm sure of it. A quick scan of the joint, I saw a regular at the corner of the bar, with a stack of empty glasses in front of him. Come to think of it, seems like he is always here. If anyone's seen Freddy, it's him. Can I buy you another drink? Beggars can't be choosers. Mama used to say, restaurant soul. Jack Santler's name, to whom do I owe the honor? Chrome Steele. A friend of Freddy's. Freddy Fontaine. You know him? Good old Freddy. Sold the earth. His daughter too. Bianca. Lovely girl. Fine din this is, ain't it? I suppose you wouldn't know. Shame. Hey, you look like the kind of sort. Can I ask for a small loan? Something to get on my feet? I'm good for it. Jack seemed like a friendly sort. Gregarious, but unfocused. Meandering, his attention wavering like a merciful, mercantile jazz riff. Sure, it had nothing to do with the alcohol on his breath, bombarding my aromatic senses. Guys all over the place, need to keep him focused somehow. Have to be careful which tact I choose, so I can extract the most info. Okay, being hard-boiled probably won't work well. I mean... yeah, sorry about that. Cause yeah, he's not being aggressive towards us, so... And then, yeah, not logical either, cause... I mean, have you tried being logical to a drunk person? Doesn't end well. So let's go unassuming. So, about Freddy. Nice guy, huh? Oh, Freddy? Yeah, we go way back. We used to work together at the docks, after his boxing career fizzled. Went through some rough times, in and out of trouble for a while. But he straightened himself out, Freddy did. Good for him. Still, he's a real character, huh? I'll say, he used to get his hands on all these fancy cigarettes. European shit, right off the boots. Hand-rolled, clove, you name it. We used to bag off and take smoke breaks all the time. Good times. So listen. Here Baker's been looking for an old man. Any idea where he's been up to, so I can pass it along? Sure, let me think. Remember now, you mentioned something about a gig at the department store. Fowler's? Yeah, that dump. Didn't really want to talk about it though. It was about a week ago. That's great. Boy, that's wonderful. Let's see. Anything else? Well, would you look at this? My glass is empty. Thank you for your time, Jack. It's been interesting. Think nothing of it. Excuse me now, Steely boy. Time for a piss and a smoke break. I just asked you to join me, but you know. See you around, Jack. It's like Freddy has some secret business at Fowler's department store, of all places. As good a lead as any, I suppose. Take a minute to message Bianca that I'm taking the case. For now. Okay, off to the department store. Fowler's department store, still surviving, barely. Multicolored lights lit a large storefront. Festive, if not for all the missing bulbs. That and the flashing red and blue lights of the cop cars swarmed near the side of the building. A small crowd of onlookers hovering in the scene. Winter chill warding off all but the most curious. I jolt them, I spot a ghastly chalk outline on the ground. That can only mean one thing. Before I can get too cozy, a middle-aged woman bursts out the door, barking at everyone in sight. I recognize her as Maria Fowler, owner of the retail Dinosaur. Grizzled by decades of holiday shoppers, she clears the crowd with practice ease. Police officer follows behind her, trying his best to ask questions. By the look on his face, he is not happy with the answers. Maria trades some words with the cop before scaring him away for good. Meanwhile, another cop walks out from the alleyway behind the department store with a grim look on their face. Not satisfied with just one rough conversation, Maria yells at a rickety robot Santa stationed by the door. And ring that bell louder. Now that lucky loos are gone, I expect you to hit the old quarter, you hear me? It's seen enough. I consider my next steps. What should I investigate now? Who do we go to? Yeah, I want to check out the alleyway, because the police officer seemed to have seen something down there. The cop seemed mighty perturbed by whatever is in that alleyway. Maybe I should poke around. Uh-oh. Don't like the graffiti around, especially the one on the left. Although the one on the right, I can maybe get behind. Make my way to the alley to inspect the scene. Ugh. Poor schmuck. Strange. I wonder if this really has something to do with Freddy. Got to be some evidence lurking around here somewhere. There's red speckles, I'm assuming blood, footprints in the snow. I mean, it looks like people have been walking in and out of this place, so what's in the snowbank? There's a tin filled with Christmas cookies that seem freshly baked. Strange. Well, this really has something to do with Freddy, yeah. What about footprints? Look like old Santa boots. Cheap ones too. Footprints are half melted and inconclusive. Okay, what about the red speckles? Blood droplets in the snow. Something shiny catching my eye. Huh, a phone. Cops and all the interests haven't even noticed it. What's on this phone? Message from Freddy. Leave me alone, Larry. Tonight you're dead to me. Oh, he's definitely dead alright now. Looks bad for Freddy. You know how quickly a missing person case can become suspected murder. This is more than I bargained for. Better keep this bit of intel to myself for now, till there is more proof. Okay, let's go to the police officer next. So I'm guessing our victim is Larry, and he knew Freddy somehow. Some sort of argument between them. Maybe this little detail will bear some fruit. Not a lot to go off here Freddy-wise. I should speak with the boys in blue, see if they've heard anything about him. Doubtful, but I'm feeling pretty lucky. Cops standing guard by the alley. Not making much effort to secure the area. It seems to be a no-nonsense, just the facts man kind of guy. Yeah, I was thinking of going logical with this one, because it seems the best option. Please, sir, I'm looking for Freddy Font. You're not the only one. And this poor sap? That's the funny thing. Larry the Elf here, he worked closely with Freddy. But you ask me, it's probably a simple heart attack. Yeah, it doesn't look like a heart attack to me. Open shut case. Everyone can just go home for the holidays already. You don't say, as I can see. Freddy's clearly a suspect, but why? Heart attack is a natural cause of death. Sure, it can be induced in the victim by an outside force, but not easily. Blood from the mouth? Body cold and already undergone rigor mortis, jesting a time of death and dead night. Freddy has a relationship with the victim. Perhaps there's a personal motive. And why here, at the place of work? Certainly he knew this would paint him as a suspect. Or somebody setting him up. Earth to Metalhead? Am I interrupting you? Yes, you are. What is it? You figured all that out already. Freddy was present at the scene according to our witness. Come again? Maria Fowler says she saw this poor psycho collapse on the ground, Freddy running in the other direction. Now, why don't you go see for yourself, or just leave? Ow, my ears again. Another glitch. My algorithm searches for answers in the past as I seek them in the present. I was the one who reported Kane's disappearance. I had been moved into the android barracks permanently at the start of training, but I stopped by Kane's house from time to time. His visit was different. Kane had asked me there himself. What can be in? Sat me down. Next thing I knew, he was gone. Bureau concluded that my system had rebooted itself in the moments between. Routine maintenance at an inconvenient time. Guilt is a parasite. Computer virus. Gets inside and tastes, destroys, and then devours. It's easy to acknowledge guilt when you've done something. Sits at the surface, present and accessible. It's hard to perceive such a guilt when you haven't done something. When you haven't done something, perhaps you could have. Guilt roots itself deeply. Eternal bleed, self-inflicted wound that pangs with every thought. That guilt I felt for Kane's disappearance, no true fault or culprit to blame, attached myself to this parasite. Police did little to help. I took on the burden of finding Kane, and it tore me apart. I hadn't rebooted, could I have apprehended a suspect? Hadn't I existed, but I had not been the poster child of Kane's experimental android detective program. Would he have been targeted at all? Don't have to wonder why I locked away all the memories of Forest Keen. I know the reason all too well. Okay, well, time to talk to Maria Fowler. Wasn't clear before than it is now. Freddie and Larry were friends. Seems like that relationship went sour recently. What were they arguing about? Could it have driven Freddie to murder somehow? No, murder is too far a leap to take so early in this investigation. I should speak to Fowler. Get a better idea of the relationship between these two. Maria Fowler. She must be reaching the tail end of middle-aged. Looks visibly annoyed with everyone at the moment. There's an air of tension throbbing around her. She has the sharp eyes of a predator, ready to pounce if she sees any weakness. Oh great. I thought they'd shot you rent a block. Cops down. I already answered the real cops' questions. Good news for you. Another cop. I'm Steele, private detective. It's a Christmas miracle. A 10-man detective, even better. Would you mind answering a few questions about what happened over here? Just what I need. More questions. Fine, ask them. But afterwards, I want all you float-foots to clear me out off my parking lot. You hear me? The air around Maria Fowler rises in tension. She's clearly looking for a fight, ready to defend herself. Police questioning was probably long and arduous. If I press too hard, she'll clam up. I was gonna go hard-boiled, but... I mean, I was gonna match her attitude, but by the sounds of it, we're not meant to. But he doesn't seem to be in a logical mood, so... unassuming, I guess? Sorry. Tie thing has probably been an unpleasant surprise. Getting a hole in the stocking, you know? Just, do you think you could run me through what happened one last time? It's been a shit show. Not only do I have to deal with the falling sales, but now I have to deal with all these jokers gawking out instead of shopping. Like a car crash. People slow down just to look at it. Not in a helpful way or anything. Just slowing down traffic to see what happened. Exactly. Doesn't mean that they're inconveniencing me. It's more important that they get a glimpse of a tragedy. The real tragedy is going to happen in a few months when I need a close. About the body. Right. The guy who died is Larry Moss. He's a seasonal hire. A little guy, kind of a sad sack. When he first showed up, we immediately threw him in an Elfos costume. I mean, he was built for the part. Earlier today, I heard some arguing from my office. I came and saw the poor bastards sprawled out on the concrete. Man, I can't imagine what that must have been like for you. Yeah, no one cares about management, you know. I'm expected to run the store myself and deal with this crap at the same time. So you're saying you heard a commotion and came out to find Larry down on the ground. Did I get that right? Did one of your capacitors blow or something? Yeah, that's what I said. Jeez, I knew that Santa ran a tight ship in his workshop. I didn't think he ran it so tight that he'd off one of his elves. You think one of the Santas killed him for talking? What? No, just a joke. Right, a joke. but I can't really think of anyone that would kill poor old Larry. He was a bit of a bore, but he kept to himself. Well, I guess he had to talk to Freddy. Freddy? You mean Freddy Fontaine? Doesn't he work here? What? I mean, yes. Freddy works here. He was one of my Santas. Looks like I found City's secret destination. He's working as a mall Santa. Probably kept his secret from Bianca due to the embarrassment. In fact, he was Larry's Santa. They were paired together, but not anymore. Today was supposed to be his last day, but he's gone now. Just left early. Oh, that's not suspicious. Come to think of it, it is suspicious. Two of them were close, but I heard that they had a falling out this week. Maybe you should go check that out. Suspicious? Blame? Ah, crap, here we go again. Angie searches through me. System flooded with information. Trusting me to interpret the proper pieces. Suspect that I'm trying to tell myself something. Suspicion breeds blame. Blame then circles like a vulture seeking a host. Victim needn't be responsible. Blame is attracted far more to believability than responsibility. I've been on both sides of such a conundrum. Blame is a defense mechanism. When placed successfully, it brings security to the accuser. When taken, blame humbles the accused, creates a challenge of improvement. Before I encrypted these memories, I often wished I were to blame for the vanishing of Forrest Kane. It would have been so much easier to shoulder the weight of if I could have taken it freely. Instead, it was forced upon me. Crucifixion of my character. I denied it vicariously, so much so that I began to wonder if somehow, indirectly, I was blamed after all. Eventually, I was acquitted. The plague of blame affected the android unit until it eaten through all 10 of us. All remaining threads of trust were severed. Guru shuttered the android program. The only thing that kept us from complete annihilation was Kane. He had installed a biometric kill switch. Couldn't be shut down without him. Actually, it wasn't long before the Bureau turned on their once great hero. That's the nature of the beast. First they blamed us androids for sowing Kane's demise, and they blamed Kane for extinguishing our own. So, are we done here, metalhead? Yeah. The final suggestion, Maria Fowler turned back to scowling at the cops. I knew a dismissal when I knew one. This missing person case has taken on an interesting twist. I think I've investigated enough here. There's some evidence to work with, none of it great for Freddy. Some testimony that doesn't quite jibe, but humans are nothing if not inconsistent. It's time I had a heart-to-heart with Bianca, asking her a few hanging questions. Besides, better tell the kid in person what I found out. More to the story, I know it. Fontaine digs. 3 rooms and a toilet chamber. One of hundreds packing this block. This is between an old-school bodega and a shabby second-hand pawn shop. Exactly 738 square feet, if you count the entry vestibule, which I do. Cozy, not a bit haphazard. I'm one to talk. Suppose Bianca's doing her best with Freddy on the 1 a.m. Mr. Steele. Almost scared to death. The idea of human idealism. Don't need another body tonight. He's on edge. Freddy may be a flake, but Bianca is clearly not averse to the effects of his absence. Could use a friendly voice, right? Right now, I'm all she's got. It's hurting, damn it. It's hard enough to quit on the case, but it's hard to quit on the girl. I wasn't expecting you so soon. Did you find my dad? Let's do unassuming, I guess. Fortunately, I haven't, but I do have a rather distressing lead. A man named Larry Moss is dead. Police have reason to suspect your father of murder. No, mate, Larry was Dad's best friend. He may not have a shining reputation, but my dad wouldn't hurt a fly. Everyone's judging him all the time, turning him into something he ain't. You know him, how much harder he has to try because of it? Too much, I take it. Way too much. Look, my dad's no killer. He's just missing, that's all. If only he had a history of going missing. Strangely, it would make for a stronger alibi. Think of a bird migrating for the winter. If migration were to only happen once in a lifetime, it would be curious. But as it occurs in pattern, we accept it as a common behavior. Appearing for the first time, just as he is implicated for murder, you can understand the curiosity surrounding your father. So you're saying it would help if this wasn't the first time he'd gone missing? Certainly, but isn't it? Mr. Steele, you ever just want to forget something? Leave it in the past? Of course. Luckily, I can simply encrypt my memory files. Though that is proven faulty these days. Truth is, my dad skipped town once before, a year or so ago. He was gone for about a month. Did what he needed to do to pay off some more debts. Felt so bad about it. Swear to never let something like that happen again. Been a team ever since. You gotta believe me, Steele. Dad's always been a good man with a bad shake. Ain't fair to blame him for that. I can't go without a father again. Without a father. Uh-oh. Here we go again. This one stings, like I've blown a fuse. Bianca and I are more similar than she knows. As young beings, we adopt the lives of our parents, our mentors. Learn from them, grow with them, explore the world under their wing. Physical functionality may be independent, but our programming is synced. We're so naturally together that we forget it is temporary. Expectations are created, dependencies installed. When the moment comes, when we separate for good, we are forced to reevaluate our entire state of functionality. That's why they thought I did it. That's why I was the #1 suspect in Kane's disappearance. I knew him the best, lived with him in my infancy. Did not make a move that I couldn't calculate, to his final move, that is. It was only after losing Kane that I understood his gift to me. The combination of his guidance and care, purpose. Kane gave me a reason to be. At a certain point, without realizing it, I became the guiding and caring for him. Without him, purpose is lost on me. I have no expectations, nothing to uphold, nobody to share my existence with. I miss Kane. If I ever had a father, it was him. Bianca needs Freddy. They're each other's reason to be. And perhaps they are my reason to be. Please, take a look around. See if there's anything here that's helpful. Hey, let me see. There's a Santa toy? Oh, look at him, he's so cute. Kind of toy model. Like one of those Santa androids at the department store. Typical. Looking at android kind for commercial value while giving us the societal cold shoulder. Wait a second. Is this Santa droid hiding something? Where did this Santa toy come from? Is it new? Oh, Dad brought it home a few days ago. Probably a gift. Funny enough, he's no great at hiding when it comes to gifts. Oh, it's a gift. Alright, gift for me. And with any luck, I've been a real good boy this year. Oh, hello. Aha, it's hiding a memory stick. Now, let me just plug it in to it. Damn, it's corrupted. I can only see one file. God damn it. Card reader schematics. Install on all registers. Credit card readers are programmed to redirect sales to a private bank account. Not to believe Bianca, but looks like I might have discovered Santa's secret. Freddy's been embezzling cash at the department store. Was Larry in on it? Is that why he's dead? Must be missing something important over at Fowler's. One stone left unturned. Hey, let's check the boxing gloves. Database highlighted Freddy's days as an amateur boxer. Seems like he hung up the gloves for now. Ever been in a fight? Not if I can help it. Don't blame ya. Better ways to make money than losing teeth and collecting concussions. Worse ways too. Yeah, that's why I tried it once. When Dad was spiraling, didn't last as long as I'd hope. But you just said boxing is stupid. See, it is incredibly stupid. It was me and my dad. It was the two of us, away from the world, inside the ropes. Every minute he wasn't off on some shady job was a minute he spent with me. That's worth being stupid for. I see, this shoe's still got all your teeth. Okay, let's see. Cigarettes then. My aromatic sensor is picking something up. Closed cigarettes, just like Jack mentioned. Supply looks low. Maybe Freddy took one for the road. Share the class, Mr. Steele. Did you find anything useful? Did that Santa droid give you everything he asked for this year? Not everything. Not yet. But come to think of it, there's another Santa out there who may just do exactly that. Made my way back to Fowler's, still a dump. Credit card scanner schematics, sale being redirected. Something called Secret Santas. This missing person case was just a shell of something far more sinister. I think I know a way to crack it wide open. Cop was still around, waved at him, getting a look of annoyance, and then back turned as my response. Oh, bye. Nice to be noticed, I guess. At this point, the crowd surrounding Larry's outline had largely moved on. One other person still remained, one I didn't think much of earlier, faded into the background, maybe by design. Oh, Santa android. It was alone, sitting down on a small middle bench across from the department store, with a plastic smile stretched across his robotic features. He held a small bell limply, gently shaking it as people passed him by. As I approached, the smile quickly faded, replaced by a general air of annoyance. I don't have anything for you. Haven't said anything yet. Yeah, and unless you got a donation, then I won't have anything else to say, so beat it. Figures, squeaky wheel gets the grease. Better put this one on the company card. Fine, here's your donation. Was that so hard, Detective? Now, what is it? Hurry up, I got a lot to stick around doing nothing. At a glance, he seems unimpressive. My scan shows programming model is old-fashioned. Processor still runs on 32-bit, running on cheap batteries and even having an actual on-off switch. Must be one of the earliest Android models around. Remote's well taken care of, though. Better than mine, even. This guy definitely saw something, but he might not be open to sharing. A guy like this won't take kindly to human theatrics or pointless questions. More liable to push them back in my face than go along with it. Gotta keep it short and sweet. Stick to the facts. Well, are you sick as fried or something? Okay, well, assuming we go for logical, seeing as he's another android, so... Are you stationed here often? Every Monday to Friday until 5 PM. Then the asshole Freddy is supposed to take over. Freddy Fazbear? Didn't show up today, so I've been stuck here for over an hour waiting for the next schmuck to show up. Nobody seems to care. If you're here that often, then it's safe to assume you saw something, didn't you? Maybe I did. Could you be more specific? I'm guessing with more money. When's the last time you saw Mr. Fontaine? Well, I guess it'd be shortly before the murder happened. Did you see it happen? Not sure really, but I saw something. Well then, what did you see? Nope, not yet. I got a question for you first. You saw me here before, when you first did your questioning. Didn't think I had something useful? I didn't have a response. Android Santa looked me over, clearly enjoying my indecision. All that new tech and AI training and you didn't think of the obvious, did you? I might be an earlier model than you, but our CPUs are still compatible. Your Santa pointed to his neck, hidden behind the sheets of white metal serving as a makeshift beard, making out a small USB port hidden within. Why tell you about what I saw when I can just show you? Like a sudden ray of light parting the confusion in my mind. Of course, it's so obvious. How could I have overlooked it? Android Santa smiled. Not every day he gets one over on the advanced models. Saying you'll give me the stored memory you have on last night? Should have shown me this earlier. And you should have asked. Wasn't wrong. Had I asked him sooner, I might be farther along in this case. Never born of my own misjudgment. How many other mistakes lay on my path, certainly waiting to be discovered. Oh great, here we go again. Expecting this one. It comes on fast, but it's more disorienting than painful. Being the first model in my line, I can sometimes be incognizant. The models created before me. Limited functionality, processors huffing and puffing, desperately dodging obsolescence. I've yet to face such an impediment in my lifetime. Some people think that androids can't die. Don't acknowledge the fact that most of us are built for it, designed to last until the next model replaces us. Which may not find us inanimate, but it sure as hell will find us incompatible. Give us no luxury of adaptive functionality, not only self-learning tech, but the ability to upgrade key hardware systems internally. Bottom line is, better than this. How could I have overlooked this easy MK unit? The one that predecessors is a human error. That error has cost me. That's just it. Thorough as Kane was, good as he was, mental was human. He limited perspective and personal predispositions. He made mistakes, and now so do I. That was his plan, of course, though many in the Bureau couldn't quite comprehend it. Kane launched the android program, not meant to create perfect detectives, meant to create detectives who would constantly improve. Kane once taught me, mistakes allow for challenge, challenges allow for growth. To recognize and rectify these errors allows for the betterment of any great detective. Kane was talking about investigations, of course. Fail to note that acknowledging and adjusting the fault in oneself also allows for the betterment of any great person. I can no longer dismiss the challenge that stem from my mistakes. I will improve. As I begin to speak again, Android Santa interrupts me. You notice there's cameras all over this place. You would have easily captured what I saw, but I heard from the dimwit cop over there that someone trashed the CCTV. Android Santa pulls something small and thin out of his neck. A HIM drive, meant for storing short-term memory on an external device. I was here late last night. Heard the clues because Freddy decided to take a morning shift last minute. Prick. As I was closing up though, I noticed he was still around, talking with the elf. Things seemed pretty heated, so I decided to stay back and watch. So, I'm your only option here. Take this and see what I saw last night. Slowly I reach for the drive and look it over in my palm. Typically, sticking something a stranger gave me into my CPU is an ill-advised decision. Sticklers never have any fun though. Jam the drive into my neck and am instantly met with a flood of memories. All locked but one, labelled "For You, Detective." I open it. See Freddy and Larry walk out of the department store. Freddy carrying a tin of what appears to be cookies between his arms and his side. Yeah, I think we saw those tin of cookies before. Things seem to tense between them, uncertain. Some words are exchanged, and then Freddy hands the cookies to Larry with a stiff shrug. Freddy walks off to sit down on the curb. My aim is to follow him, first taking out a cookie and then taking a big bite before walking over. If we can make it, his eyes practically bulge out of his skull. Just coughing like mad. Choking on his own spit as Freddy watches in horror. Yeah, cookies were poisoned. Falls to the ground, tin slamming in the cold pavement. Larry convulses for a minute. One arm clutching at his throat, the other desperately flailing for Freddy. It isn't long before he goes limp, light slowly fading from his eyes. Freddy looks around in panic, reaching for his pocket for something before pausing. Looks over Larry's body again before running down into the alleyway, the department store and disappearing. Just as it seems like there's nothing left to see, Maria comes out of the department store. Seems surprised at Larry's body, but not horrified. Looks around quickly before grabbing the cookie tin and chucking it deep within a thick snowbank. Why did she do that? Then slowly walks over to the body, curiously eyeballing it with an angry look on her face. Other people start to notice that something has happened, steps back and pulls out her phone. Gets to call someone just as the video ends. So, what do you think? Pretty interesting, wouldn't you say? Yes, very interesting. Didn't think to go to the police with this? I mean, good it to you, aren't I? PI is good enough for me. Plus, I'd rather this didn't come back to bite me. Boss is offering me an upgrade to my CPU. I don't want to piss her off and ruin that whole thing. Now that you have that, I can wipe that memory from my hard drive and poof. Like I saw nothing. Android upgrade. Very few people who can do something like that nowadays. Didn't think Maria had the know-how or all the connections. You think this was a smoking gun, right? Clearly something was wrong with those cookies. And here was a direct proof that Freddy had handed them over. But what was Maria doing at the end? Didn't seem that concerned with Larry. In fact, it almost seemed like she was hiding evidence of the crime. But why? Freddy's actions also didn't seem like those of a killer. Did he know he was being watched? If he didn't, then why run? None of it made any sense. More answers came more questions. One thing was certain though, Miss Fowler was looking more involved in this case than she let on. Some snooping around was in order. What better place than the bigwig's office? Quietly let myself into Maria's office. Clean, meticulously so. Funny how the messiest people can also be the most fastidious. Since Miss Fowler isn't in, surely she wouldn't mind if I poke around. Let's see. Yeah, the computer looks suspicious. Let's see here. Ooh, some deleted items. We got games, save pictures, recipes, and Santa project. Let's check out the Santa project first. Now we're getting somewhere. Let's see. Looks like Fowler's been in the red for years. Sales have been declining every holiday season. Program. Some kind of credit card number scanning system. Here we got some creative accounting. Classic charity scam. Santa's aggressively asked for donations. Bulk of it goes to Maria's pockets. It's like each Santa had a criminal record. Something Maria was well aware of. Maria must have kept the info under wraps in exchange for getting them to do a dirty work. Maria offers them a job. They don't dare push back because she threatens to expose them. What a cost to believe. An ex-con like Freddy or a respected business owner? Okay, what about these deleted items? Totally empty. Nothing hidden as far as I can tell. No. Okay, what about games? Got Cyber Solitaire on here. How boring. But wait, and the Ouroboros Express. Good taste. Here, that one is actually the developers of this game's other game that they made. Yeah, okay, what about saved pictures? Maria in a bikini? Ew, I don't need to see it. Don't need to see all of that. Okay, what about recipes? Actual cookie recipes here. Let's see. Okay, what's inside the trash? What's that in the trash? Banana peel, empty cigarette packet. Some used napkins, half-eaten takeout, stale donuts, gloves, latex, but there's something else. Poison, trace amounts, but it's there. In one bite, this could kill a man. Can't believe she let the window open. Organics are susceptible to cold. Sensors detecting a scent blowing in from outside. Smoke, no, clothes. Clove cigarettes. Those clovey and familiar. Okay, what about the nice books on the shelf? Can I say there's nothing like the smell of an old book? I think I see the appeal. Okay, there wasn't really much of that, and nice plant. Get myself a bonsai tree. It's like that's about everything of interest. I got all the intel I need. Wait, that smell. I recognize it from Freddy's apartment. Know exactly where to find him. Send my regards to good old Jack Scallion, as well as my location. No insurance just in case. Pause at the window to take one final look around the office. Who knew the search for a 2-bit Santa would lead to all this? First things first, Bianca's hunch was right all along. Freddy was clean. The fire escape beckoned. I'll deal with Maria later. Feel like I should have pieced things together sooner. Nobody expects the suspect to be hiding in plain sight. But where else than a roof would you find Santa? Freddy, is that you? Oh, hello. What do you want? I'm armed. Hey, Freddy. Thought I might find you up here. What? A robot cop? Of all things. What do you want, metalhead? Name's Steele. Chrome Steele. I'm not a cop. I'm a PI. Just here to talk, Freddy. Can I call you Freddy? I guess... that's fine. Didn't know where else to go. God, this town. This job. 1 second I'm telling Larry I was out. It was scams. The next thing he was coughing up blood. The hell was I... What the hell else was I supposed to do? Size him up. He looks exhausted. Grant is littered with cigarette butts. Cloak walks through the air. You're okay, Freddy. I just want to talk. What about? I didn't do nothing. Fuck, what am I doing? Got 2 rules. Don't talk to cops and don't talk to bots. Right now I'm breaking both. Uh-oh. Hold up. His last nerve. Clearly I'm making him uncomfortable. I have to be careful with my approach. Hardball is definitely not going to work on him. It's just going to piss him off even more. I don't think logical would work on him either, so let's go with unassuming. Don't come any closer. Well, I actually came out here to ask a favor. A favor? That's something Android needed from a piece of shit like me. Actually, I was hoping to bum a cigarette. You smoke? How? Not exactly, but the smell tickled my senses from a whole floor away. Have a closer look. I like the sensation. Oh, sure. Couldn't hurt. You know what they say, smoke him if you got him. If you got him, flaunt him. At this point, they're about all I got. Everything's fucked. Sure, it's not all bad, friend. It's bad, Slick. I don't even know why I'm talking to you. Everybody knows you're kinda suited for this sort of thing. What sort of thing? I swear, I didn't do anything wrong, but try telling that to the cops. Daughter can't stand me. Ruins out for my blood. I don't see any way out. Sounds like you need someone to lend an ear. I may not have any, but I can hear you just fine. Heh, fair enough. Just say, Freddy, P.I., but I ain't no snitch. A funny little boy, aren't you? Funny looking, maybe. Heh, that's not bad. Maybe they were wrong about you. I think people were wrong about you, too. Uh-oh. Welcome to Glitch. It's a jolt, a shock of radiant energy. Maybe this is what espresso is like. It's a funny scenario, chatting out with Freddy in the heat of it all. Couldn't have pictured it yesterday. Yeah, it's a moment that's flashed through my head hundreds of times all night. A moment from my first ride-along. Kill on the loose. Case to be closed. Kane and I cracking jokes. Join each other's company despite the turmoil. Got my name that day. After years of consuming fictional detective stories, I had my own persona. I understood that was permitted. Kane told me it was my choice to make. So I looked in the mirror and made my choice. Chrome Steele. My name is nothing if you don't know who you are. Since the day Kane vanished, misconceptions about me have skyrocketed. The suspicions to malfunctioning, tin can, ransomware, metalhead. Fix decided that they knew me, but with no idea who I was, I listened to them. Here we all are, telling Freddy who he was. Come to find out, he wasn't listening to a word. Freddy knows who he is. He's a fighter, father, an innocent man seeking to overcome his challenges, ready to do the work, for real this time. Freddy is a reminder that hope is never lost, for Bianca, for me, for Forrest Kane. Sometimes you just got to look for that hope in the right spot. Sometimes the right spot is the rooftop of flowers at a department store. Hope isn't lost, Freddy. In fact, Bianca sent me. We're onto something. Something that might keep you safe. Maybe even clear your name. I'll believe it when I see it. I believe I'll try and smoke the cigarette. Got a light? Sure. Just when I thought I could leave all this behind me. Can you believe I put in my resignation just a few days ago? Right before all this went down. I went out to Fowler's office and told her I was done. Feels like a lifetime ago. Oh shit. Wait up. handed yourselves over and on my property. How convenient for you, right? 2 center robots, the old ECMK model, like the one down the street. It seems these two have gotten Maria's upgrade. Hostile bodyguard protocol. Maria, good to see you. You have brought company. You can finally celebrate the return of your employee. Your lost property. Too bad he wasn't satisfied with the working conditions. Wasn't today his last day? Beat it. What do you know, Rust Bucket? I know plenty. Madam, I programmed team work very seriously. Murder could have been avoided. Dare say you're willing to accept Freddy's resignation. Both play by the book, save a few bucks and carry on with your lives. Well, but Freddy wanted to pull a final trick and you caught on. This idiot believes he's a detective. Spit it out. You caught him trying to download incriminating information. Ah, so that's why you had it. You're wasting your battery. No, Maria, I get it. You want to tarnish your image. I'd be upset too. Android, I hear derogatory comments all day. I can empathize. Shut up. No, please let it out. Mr. Fontaine found a discrepancy in your sales. I understand, physical retail isn't what it used to be. Really dug a little too deep. Found out that the proceeds from your little charity campaign were going right into your pockets. What the fuck are you talking about? Sweat is building up under her neck. She is getting nervous. Might be making things worse. No, mustn't back down. Gotta double up. Got the evidence triple secured in my hard drive now. Oh, motherfucker. Just doing my job. But let's not get distracted. I believe you really thought you had a reason for murder. And so, you made some special cookies for Freddy as a little going away present. But I guess Freddy doesn't have much of a sweet tooth. Gave them to our dear Larry, turning this into a tragedy. That's not all. You're smart. Near the cops on your side. It wasn't hard to point the local fuzz towards Freddy. I met them. Not exactly our city's finest. And at this time of year, it is case to sweep something like this under the rug. The curtains fall. You pushed all the blame on Freddy. 2 birds with 1 stone. Quite the master plan. Too bad you did it all in a hurry. I swear to God you talk too much. Nice guesses, Steele. I couldn't have completed this without you. Following your scent, I got the right people in the place I want. My property, as you said, on my turf. As for my secret Santa here, I'll make things quick and clean this time. But you're cunning. My people know ways to make you useful. Heck, I'll be generous. I won't wipe your memory. At least at first. Imagine, one day you wake up with your consciousness trapped in a cash dispensing machine. You try to move your fingers and the only thing that happens is that cash comes out of your book-shaped mouth. Wait, what if I put you in my phone? You can be my assistant. We can make it so every time I look at it, you suffer the equivalent of a plasma torch pressed against your receptors. I can browse you all day long. Once I'm done playing games with you, I'll wipe your memory and boot you up into one of these shitty Santas. I'll wait for the future you to tell me how it feels. Thank you for leading me here, detective. Tied up all my loose ends with a pretty bow. Santas, clean this mess up. Not so fast, haven't you heard? What now? I've had enough of your Sherlock BS. Here's your ears, Miss Fowler. Seems like the cavalry has arrived. Oh, good. You're actually useful for once. Maria Fowler, stand down. Freddy, he's alive? Jack. Can't believe the tin detector got it right. Quiet. Get me the android now. I smirk. Crap. Robots rush at me. Hear their circuit boards straining. Their expressions are lifeless, their movements rigid. Can't stop to think what she's done to them. Can't let them surround me. Not a lot of room to maneuver. Step sideways. Try harder, turkey. Claw shoots ahead, minus the festive glove. Sharp-edged, rusty, ugly secret behind the fatherly figure. Iron of 4th grade aluminium, 24% ferric oxide. Thickness 232 nm. Estimated body weight 78 kilos. First tear through this frame. A baseball bat against an old beer can. These EMK models may be big, but their frame is hollow and the chassis is thin. Bear's expression is relaxed. Her eyes are shooting in different directions. Shoulders are tense. I have to hurry. Kill. Over here, ugly tinfoil beardy. Get some first. I'm not going down without a fight. I have to stop her. Ghost gun is out. Doesn't look too sure of himself. Has his lousy piss pants ever even hold one before? I said stand. You won't stop her, I will. She draws a pocket repeating pistol. Premium. Chevrolet brand. 0.2 seconds are enough for 6 shots and a 75-degree angle barrage. One enough to kill a functioning alcoholic and a lousy cop. Can't let that happen. Out of the way, Jack. Damage sustained. Emergency system shutdown. Analyzing. Unexpected malformation in lower chassis. Cause impact. Dorsal motion bionics failure. Testing. Plate 3234 failure. Troubleshooting. Critical systems. Heart clock online. Emergency battery online. Core system rerouted. Declare damaged hardware redundant. Disengaging damaged hardware. Loading identity origin. Success. Loading identity hard-boiled. Loading identity unassuming. Loading identical logical with a heart. Sensory systems online. Rebooting. Good God, you're alive? Damn, you saved my bacon. What happened? Tin can is still up. What the hell did they make you out of? For the love of God, shut up. About damn time the cop did something useful. Ma'am, you have the right to remain silent. You have no idea what you're dealing with. Don't you know who I am? But tomorrow everyone will know who Maria is. A crook and a murderer. Job here is done. Time to get Freddy to safety. There's someone who will be glad to see him. Yay! Everybody survived. Back at the office, Bianca and Freddy got to reunite in peace. Kid's been through a lot, but she's a fighter. But just like her dad, I guess. Thanks again, Steele. You really come through. Told you my dad was innocent. Just needs a chance. You have that chance now, Freddy. Make the best of it. Not for you, and for Bianca's sake. Yeah, I know how lucky I am. You don't have to tell me twice.
It's been a long day.
The whole Santa thing? Before I knew it, I was in too deep. First, I wanted to do something good for a change, but Maria, she had other plans. Can't believe how cold she is to stoop that low. Poor Larry. My mentor once said, nothing colder than the human heart. I now disagree. Every Maria, there's a Freddy or Jack that's trying their best. Each one of a kind. Like how 2 jazz sessions are never the same. You think that's true for androids too? Well, one thing's for sure, there ain't another android like you. Hell, there ain't no other detective like you either. I suppose that's true. You're right, Steele. For a droid and all, no offense. But seriously, thank you. I mean it. Hey, listen. I know I can never really repay you, but if you need some help on the next case, or a partner even, you know where to find me. I might take you up on that. Speaking of which, what's next for you, Steele? I might have a case in mind. Either way, time I stepped out of the shadows. Wiseman once said, no thicker malice than one of your own making. For the first time in a long time, I'm sure of my purpose. Chrome Steele, PI is back in business. Technically always was, but this time, there ain't no man or android that's gonna hold me back. Myself included. Am I glitching again? I don't notice anymore. It was natural, like an old friend at my side. I embrace the glitches, if I'm being honest. Every now and then one will come along, and I'll get a glimpse of Kane. I live in each memory as my system decrypts them. It's comforting. This new file makes me feel a bit more whole. Finally at home in my own Steele. Know who I am, and who I am. Feel good and hopeful about the case I let slip to Freddy. Ready to find the Forest Kane. What's going on? Wait a minute, this isn't my glitch. No, it's mine. Are you? No, not exactly. Not like a copy of your consciousness. Now pay attention, Chrome Steele. I have much to discuss about Forest Kane. 6 out of 7 glitches unlocked. Oh, and that's the end. God, you gotta leave us on a fucking cliffhanger. Man, I hope you make another game, Dev, because I definitely want to find out what the hell that was all about then. But yeah, that was Santa's Secret. Man, that was really good. I really enjoyed that. I loved all the characters. Yeah, it was very well written. I also loved the art of it. Yeah, very fitting. But yeah, it says 6 out of 7, so I think I missed one. Don't know where I would have missed one of them, but... well, you guys can play for yourself and find out where this last glitch is. But yeah, if you guys want to play it for yourself, the link will be down in the description below. And yeah, with that, we'll be moving on to the next game.